Hi guys, so this is week 6 or 7. I apologize, I haven't kept track like that. And I should be doing them every Wednesday, but there's a lot going on right now. So this should be a week 6 or 7 review on the pills, but unfortunately, I took the last two on, I believe, Monday. And they haven't sent me any since, and today is, I believe it's Wednesday or Thursday, something like that. It is Wednesday. So, actually, no, I took the last ones on the 21st, which would be Sunday. So, after 3 days so far, I have not noticed a drastic drop in size. It's not like I've noticed, oh my God, it's like huge, increase. But at the same time, I haven't noticed myself revert back. I have noticed that once I do get on them again, I probably will have the tenderness again because, of course, the pills, they have to recirculate through my body. I drink a lot of water, so of course I've been really flushing my system just to see so far within the last 3 days what would happen if I don't actually take them. Like I said, it's been since, I want to say Sunday, since I took my last two, which I started taking exactly 2 in the morning, so I don't have to even worry about it throughout the day. Like if I have to leave and I forget to take them, like it wouldn't be a huge issue. The other thing that I was gonna say is I did get an Ipsy bag in today, but it was pretty boring. My Ipsy bag is they're from their Ipsy Pink line, and pretty much I got a pink gel nail polish, a eyelining brush, some pink lip gloss, which is it's kind of cute, but when it hit the floor, it broke. So I gotta call Ipsy and let them know, like, yeah, it popped out of my bag when I was pulling things out, and literally it just like from literally hip length to the floor, it just broke. So I need them to replace that, is what I'm gonna tell them. And then what else? I think that was it. Oh, and then an oil facial primer. It's like a mineral oil primer, which I have not yet tried. I'm probably gonna try it. I don't wear makeup, so we'll see. But as far as the pills are concerned, I have not noticed any changes since I've stopped them. It's probably because it's in my system. I haven't noticed any drastic changes as far as like decrease or increase or anything of that nature. If I do, I will definitely call you guys. I'm currently wearing actually one of my new sports tops, and I fit into it. I don't pop out of it, but I fit into it, which before I didn't even fit into it. So that is a good thing. I will keep updated because so far, I mean, it's not like I'm busting out of it exactly, but I have noticed the difference. And the other thing that I also wanted to mention was that I have on a couple of occasions, I deleted one comment because this individual was really rude, and they called me old and fake and then something else, and I wasn't sure what they meant by it. Didn't matter. Um, the one thing I don't appreciate is like negative comments. I do, of course, appreciate the positive comments from all of my viewers. You guys are really great. You're amazing. I appreciate pretty much all of your responses, all of your questions, your comments that are positive in regards to this, because I know that women like me, small, busted women like me, are trying to find something to make us feel better about ourselves. And it's not like we don't have someone who's always telling us we're beautiful, and if we're not, I mean, it's happened to me, but I mean, at the same time, I always have my mom who tells me something like that, or I have my boyfriend or somebody, who's always letting me know that regardless of, you can't make a 10 more than a 10. And it's kind of one of those things where it's appreciated, and it doesn't happen too often, but when it does, it makes you feel good. And when it doesn't happen, the far and in betweens, you always want to find something to make yourself feel better. So that's what That's what this is for. It's to find out, especially for women like me, because I have high sensitivities to everything that I could think of. I have stomach sensitivities, I have skin allergies. I mean, I eat too much sugar or junk food, and as you can see, I've got little spots and dipsy doodles and junk on my face, and it's crazy. But the other thing I was gonna say and mention was, yes, these pills are working. For me, it's not as fast as I want them to, so I am thinking about going to my doctor and finding out about, for me personally, this is just me, if hormone replacement actually does work. Because, and I have nothing, please take this in the most like level, even connotation that you possibly can. I have nothing against anybody who decides to transition their gender, but I do see a lot of male to female taking them, and I have done research in regards to videos and online, like through Google, and have come to the conclusion that they do kind of help. So, like a hormone replacement therapy kind of thing. And I know it's going to take a little while because, well, maybe not, because I got quite a bit of estrogen in my system, being that I'm already female. But I'm trying to see if that would be something that might help with that whole situation. The only thing is just as I progress further with that, I will also be doing videos on that too. A lot of people are going to probably think I'm transgender. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm going to make sure that they know I'm not. But that I wanted to also see if it's possible that that can happen, and if it really does work as well for a female as it would for a male to female transgender. Because I have noticed, I've even met a few transgender individuals who have transitioned from male to female, and literally, like, before and after was just like uncanny resemblance. Like, you didn't even know that they were a male. I mean, they went from, this really butch guy to this really tone fit, huge boobs. Of course, I think that individual had small implants, and then the hormones kind of increased the pectoral muscle as well. So that was one of those things that did happen. They got I think it was a small B implant, and then as they were taking the hormones, it became like a large B for them. So they said they didn't do anything but take the hormones, which, I mean, if it works for them, I'm trying to see, what are my options, because that, and then I have like a really tiny butt, and I'm not on this whole like whatever Kardashian or Jenner butt cream thing. Like, no. I've tried the Miracle Bust pills, and I know they work, but I'm like kind of skeptic about whole butt creams. I don't see myself putting anything but lotion on my rear, so that is something I would like to try. Hopefully that will work out. And then also, in regards to for me, like I said, this is personally for me. This is something that if you feel the Miracle Bust pills don't work for you, you can always talk to your doctor and find out if there is another way. And then again, there are also, the other attributes called getting up and getting in the gym. Like, for me, I do exercises that do work those muscles, but I mainly do it for mostly my left, because that is the smaller side. I am right dominant, so my right breast is a lot larger than my left breast, so I've had to kind of work out the playing field and even the scales in that way. But personally, I really, really want to try to see if, in fact, hormone therapy would help, like just boosting it a little bit. Because not only that, I think in my wifely duties, I would want to always have, like, if he's ready, I'm ready kind of feel. And I know that that is something that does happen when your estrogen is low. You're not always, like, up there and in the mood. So I know there's, like, a little drop in estrogen in my life. And so I may not be that old, but I also have noticed the changes and probably thinking about pursuing hormone therapy for at least a year to see what that does in regards to my mood changes, in regards to my bodily changes, everything, functionality, everything, because your estrogen also can control your emotions and your moods. And so I will be doing some research on it. I will be also updating on, until I get my second bottle of pills, I will be updating on whether or not my breasts have shrunk anymore or not. Pretty sure I might see a teeny tiny bit of a difference, but I don't think it'll be as drastic as everybody says it is. Oh, if you don't stop taking them, you'll deflate back to where you were. Trust me, where I was, hand to God, I don't think I can get back there. It was like nothing. I was like mosquito bite bee sting situation. Like, it was really bad for me. I mean, that's what I consider them. I've heard women call them raisinets, just being honest. So I will be doing that update by the end of this week to give you guys at least this is like I said, this is day 3. So by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so Saturday, I will give another update in regards to what changes I've noticed. And I don't know if it'll actually be Saturday. I'll probably do it Wednesday. No, I'm sorry, not Wednesday, on Friday. And the reason I say Friday is because hopefully they'll be at my house and I'll be able to pick them up. And from there, I'll be right back on my regimen. And from there, okay, of course, instead of taking pictures because everybody's like freaking out, I will just do a comparison so that you can look from one video and see where I'm at, and then the next video I will compare and contrast. Again, for most people, they're asking, oh my god, like, is it really, really working? I have noticed for myself that it has worked. I don't know what it does for everyone else. I've actually seen a couple videos where girls have had the same symptoms as me. There's one girl, she's not even that old, really pretty, and she said that her boyfriend was asking, have your breasts grown? So those are definitely, things where there are some people it doesn't work for. Fenugreek seed is something that works with all the other ingredients. You have several different things that may not work for your body, and it may work for your body. It's all in what you do. But the one thing I will say is lots and lots of water. Drink lots and lots of water, because in the very beginning, the first week you take these pills, you might get headaches. You might get a little bit of cotton mouth. I noticed that I had headaches. I had someone tell me that their mouth was really dry. I'm not sure why that was, so I just suggested that they double up on their water. If not, find out, stop taking the pills for at least 1 day to see if that's causing the dry mouth. For me personally, I would notice, and even now, I guess it's because it's still in my system, after I would take the pills, this felt like there was something kind of caught in my throat, or if there was a pill still there. And I noticed that every time I would take the pills, and it would last for a few hours, and then it would, come back the next day. And then there was the couple times I did skip 1 day, and I still felt it like I kind of do now. And then again, it could be the fact that I'm full of crackers and water and it's just floating up. I don't know. But you can take these pills with and without food. And what is the other thing that I was asked? I will be putting information in the description box below in regards to the things that I do alongside of the pills. There's not always times that I do always eat, but I always make sure that I have something kind of fatty with them. So anything, if you aren't on a specific diet, you can have something like crackers or something with fat, like yogurt or something like that. I hear dairy products do help in people like me who I am only 110 pounds roughly. I've been 110 pounds since I was 18 years old, and I think the only time I ever went up was when I really got in the gym, started working. I was like 125, and I felt great, and actually my breast looked really good. So I think I'm gonna also start doing that when things get better, money wise. But the one thing I will say is make sure you drink lots and lots of water. Make sure you eat your proteins, chicken, beans, any proteins that you normally eat. If you're vegan or vegetarian, make sure that you double up on your proteins, your whey or your soy proteins. Those are the things that are going to actually help, because the other thing you have to remember is your breasts are not just fat, so they're muscle. So anytime that you are not eating, your body is eating away at your muscle. So if you forget to eat, it doesn't matter if it's just a cube of cheese a day. If you forget to eat, your body is going to eat your muscle. And so your breasts are part of that. If you're working out and you're losing weight, you're gonna see a reduction in your breasts. They're not gonna stay. So you have to work your breasts out as well, in order to make sure that you get results that you want. For me personally, I am gonna start really trying to eat better. I wouldn't say that I'm eating amazingly great. I eat okay. I'm a snacker and I'm a bird. So I eat like tiny portions throughout the day, which keeps my weight like really low. Which for me is not great because I also have anemia. I'm one of those kids who has anemia. So a lot of the different things that I do deal with are based around my diet. And so when I don't have a good diet, I don't see good results. And I will say that this last week, that I was fully taking a whole full week of pills, I was not eating very great. And so I didn't notice a huge increase. I probably would have if I would have stuck to my diet. The other thing that you want to try too is, a lot of women don't realize it, but manipulation, so massaging the breast, really does help for circulation purposes. You want to make sure that you really get good circulation. I mean, it's the same way with anything. If you want your hair to grow, you massage your scalp. If you want your butt to grow, you got to work out, different things. So manipulation, in regards to massage, it may seem weird, but hey, have your boyfriend or your husband do it for you. I know mine would. I mean, no issues with it. He'll sit up and watch a movie and squeeze all day, and I'll just be like, okay, that's good, and I'll let him just go for it. So, I mean, put it this way, for women who know your husband or boyfriend loves to squeeze on your breast, this is now an official excuse for him to do so. If he's watching this video, guys, you now have an official excuse to squeeze your girlfriend's breast. Don't go overboard with it though. Absolutely no way. Just, be cool about it. Make a schedule of times. 2-3 times a day is not bad, but if you're just overdoing it, walking around, honk, that's not cool. Literally, like, this is your official excuse while she's doing this trial to massage. So take advantage of that privilege. Don't over exaggerate your advantages though, ladies, and take advantage of that, because at least you won't have to do it yourself. If you shower and he does it and he likes to, let him do it. If he falls asleep and grabs him, let him do it. I mean, I believe that it worked out for me that way. And starting them, I of course have to do it myself, but every night for about 3 or 4 minutes, I would just take like either after my shower some baby oil or some kind of lotion and just massage in a circular motion and then side to side. And it's also good because it helps with breast exams. As a medical assistant, I've worked in OB-GYN offices and different venues offices that encourage breast health. And so one of the things that they always encourage was breast exams. So in doing that, it can also help you see if there's anything that you need to, really take a look at. You can actually use the breast exam dialogues as a way to know how to massage the breast in a proper way so that they can also help stimulate growth as well. Because a lot of times women don't realize that the reason why women still have larger breasts after breastfeeding is because of the stimulation, the constant moving, the constant massaging. The other thing is most women still are going to have larger breasts because of the fact that they've always had the pulling or the excreting of milk. There are some women who still breastfeed their children at certain ages. I'm not sure. I've seen ages up to 6 years old. But hey, you know, it just really depends on the person and it depends on everything. For women who are breastfeeding, I suggest you talk to your doctor before you take any of these because one thing I have noticed in my video, and I'll finish here, one thing I have noticed is that you excrete whatever is in the pills. When I do any kind of like strenuous work or workouts or anything like that, or if I'm sweating because of heat, I notice that I smell similar to those pills. So I'm just like, oh my god, I'm gonna go take a shower, and I literally just like I bathe from literally head to toe. In caress because I really don't want to smell like the pills. But that's nothing wrong with that. That just means that they're actually going through your body, they're working, and your body is doing the right thing, excreting them out, you know, the way they're supposed to. But again, drink lots of water, exercise, diet. Make sure that you pay attention to those things because if you don't, you won't see results that you really expect to see. If you have any questions, I will leave everything in the description box below, and I will see you guys shortly. Bye.